It was a perfect summer afternoon when two best friends, Ben and Max, set off on the adventure of a lifetime. The dense jungle just outside their village had always intrigued them, filled with wild stories of strange creatures and a legendary golden parrot that guarded an ancient treasure. Armed with a worn-out map, a compass, and boundless curiosity, they decided today would be the day they'd uncover the jungle's secrets. As they ventured deeper, the jungle seemed alive. Lush greenery wrapped around the trees, and the air was filled with the calls of exotic animals. The boys laughed as playful monkeys swung above and colorful butterflies fluttered past. But soon the familiar sounds of the village faded, and the jungle became eerily quiet. Suddenly, Max stopped in his tracks. "Ben, look," he whispered, pointing to a footprint in the muddy ground. It was enormous, much bigger than any human foot. "What could have made this?" Max asked, wide-eyed. Before Ben could answer, a rustling came from the bushes. Out stepped a jaguar. Its eyes gleamed like amber, and it stared at the boys, making them freeze in place. Just as the jaguar took a step forward, a piercing cry echoed from the treetops. A flash of gold swooped down, and there it was, the Golden Parrot. The jaguar hesitated, then slunk back into the jungle. The boys breathed a sigh of relief, grateful for the unexpected intervention. The parrot landed on a nearby branch and stared at them with intelligent, glowing eyes. "You seek the treasure, don't you?" the parrot said, its voice both gentle and powerful. Ben and Max were too stunned to respond at first. "A talking parrot?" They nodded slowly. The parrot tilted its head. "The treasure is real, but it's not what you think. Follow me if you dare," it squawked before flying off into the trees. Without hesitation, Ben and Max followed, their hearts pounding with excitement. The parrot led them to an enormous waterfall that tumbled into a sparkling blue lagoon. Behind the waterfall, the boys spotted a hidden cave, its entrance surrounded by ancient stone carvings. The carvings told the story of a forgotten tribe that had once lived in the jungle, guarding a magical treasure that could bring both great fortune and great danger. Ben and Max stepped into the cave, their footsteps echoing off the walls. The deeper they went, the more the cave began to glow. Crystals embedded in the walls shimmered in every color of the rainbow. In the center of the cave was a pedestal, and on it sat the treasure chest. The golden parrot perched nearby, watching silently. Just as Ben and Max reached out to open the chest, the ground began to rumble. The walls shifted, and from the shadows emerged stone guardians, statues that came to life, blocking their path. "You must prove your worth," the parrot declared. "The treasure can only be claimed by those who are brave, wise, and selfless." One of the statues spoke in a deep voice. "To pass, you must answer this. What grows larger the more you take away?" The boys looked at each other, thinking hard. Ben whispered, "A hole?" The statue's eyes glowed, and they stepped aside. The chest was now within reach. But just as Max touched it, the parrot gave them a warning. "The treasure is more than gold. It can change your fate, for better or worse. What will you do with it?" With the treasure now before them, they opened the chest, expecting piles of gold and jewels. Instead, they found a glowing, enchanted map. "This is the true treasure," said the parrot. "It will guide you to places beyond your imagination, but only if you use it wisely." As they left the cave, the map in hand, the jungle seemed more alive than ever. The air buzzed with energy, and the boys felt a new sense of adventure. Moral: true adventure is about the journey, the challenges you face, and the friendships you build along the way. Treasure is not always gold, but the experiences and wisdom you gain.